Hi, I'm Carcina.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them.
Well. Things are getting heated up here. It's your boy Carcino here. Still up and at 'em. Now, what makes this very surprising is the fact that I told you I didn't know this person. Didn't really know too much about Anton. All right, I see you, Derek. You could become a member, Derek. Dr. Manhattan. The Lakers did not win. They was gifted that game. Now, here's something that was very interesting to me. This woman claimed that Anton Daniels, she was on a panel with Anton Daniels, and that Anton Daniels actually tried to make her a Micca too. So she was going to be a Micca also. I've heard of Anton Daniels. Like, I've heard of his name. I just never had any correspondence with Anton Daniels. You know, like, we've had nothing in common. There was nothing to talk about, nothing, really going on. Now, this lady name is Jazz Noel. And she was on a panel one time with Anton. And I guess at some point, Anton wanted to fly her out, but she curbed him. And she basically gave her thoughts because I guess Anton owns like about 3 or 4 YouTube channels, right? And they do different things on these channels. One, he's giving marital advice. He's got another channel where he's doing something else. And on this channel that he got set up to go, that he's built or whatever, it's totally made into some fictitious like panel of discussion of what a woman's supposed to do in like a relationship. They called it like room 9 or something. And I don't remember any of these people. Then he's got one, he's giving financial advice that never works for anybody. And that's what they say. They was like, he's giving us basic. He's not giving us any real financial advice. He's like, this dude is not giving us anything real. So I don't know. Like I'm saying, I don't know what this guy does. I'm just going by what the people are saying about it. Now, when I listen to him, I hear him now because I've never really paid attention to him. I only knew of him through Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown used to mention him a lot. So when all of this stuff was going on beforehand with when he made the comment about Kenya Martin, that was the first time I really was like, oh, okay, Anton Daniels or whatever. My cousin like loves the dude. Like he been listening to him, met him, got a picture with him. So I have no idea. I don't know what he feels after this Corey thing, but he loves him, Anton Daniels. But He said, yeah, his advice is don't give your money to women not married to. Don't give your money to women you're not married to, yet he's giving his money to women he's not married to. That pretty much sums up Anton Daniels. Says one thing, does another. He says this, but he does that. So it is real hard to gauge a person who moves in that kind of manner. It's like they're guided by their ego. Once you don't curb your ego, it comes back to haunt you. You see, your ego will tell you you're a giant because, see, money brings out the worst of you. It brings out the most of who you are, right? Now, sure, if you get a lot of money, you might feel charged, and you go do something crazy with the money. Something you've never done before, because we all been poor. We all didn't have money. Anton wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He didn't have money. I didn't have money at one point. I never would dream that I'm just at the level I'm at, and I'm not even probably where he is. You know, but still, I'm like, the stuff that I was able to amass is a blessing. It's a blessing. And it's a reward for all my hard work, not taking a shortcut. Not selling myself short like a lot of these other people did to play a role. And that's what a lot of these people did. They played themselves. Now, in this instance, this is going to become very interesting. When the money came around with Anton, it brought out the worst in him. Instead of, it created a monster. And I don't know all of his businesses, but it seems like sometimes he's selling things, like he's selling products, or he's pushing people to narratives and groups. Like he's almost like a grifter, or like a con man, or a shyster, you know, like he's using all this flash to impress you. He's almost like a Jimmy Swaggart. And that's what the impression I'm getting from him. So this woman claimed Anton tried to make her a Micca before Micca. So let's get to that. Shout out to Jazz Noel. You can follow.
That's why I said I can do the range.
Yeah, sure.
Pinpoint.
Sure. What's the range?
So I can.
You know what's so funny about this comment? I might have to share my story. Y'all. Get the likes up. Share the video. And I'm gonna share my story. Because I have a story to tell. And I'm ready to tell it. Okay. I ain't get blown out though. But we'll talk about it. Get the likes up. But this is a very funny comment. And no, that'll never happen though. Ain't no story lucky. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Do a range of anywhere between 2 to maybe 35.
To what? I don't know. You said $2,
to 35.
2,000
to 35
to 3,500 a month.
Correct.
Okay, for your role.
I'm only on that show. So there are some people that are on 5 days a week. There are some people that are on 1 day a week. And for me, I'm only on Thursdays and Fridays.
Okay. So Thursdays and Fridays, you make a good amount of money just for Thursdays and Fridays?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of what's been out there. Mm-hmm. So I understand that Anton is married. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're married.
Correct.
Correct. Have you met Anton's wife?
Yes.
How would you describe her?
She's very, when I say probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, that lady is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And has Anton met your husband?
In person, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Pay attention to the language. Absolutely not. Why? What is why all the drama? Absolutely not. Why not? She said it like, oh no, that could never happen. But as professionals with a working relationship, and you're being flown out here and there to do business, I would think it would be respectful for your husband to know that man, just off safety reasons alone. Whether he's going with you to these events or not, he needs to have a rapport with this man, no? I would think. You need to know something. But to say absolutely not, but then we get caught in a lie. Let's continue.
Has not met him in person. Has he met him over the phone or in DM? What other form of introduction when you say not in person?
Oh, because a lot of people.
Hold on now. Hold on now. Jazz is jealous of Micca, although I don't like Micca. Mr. Fantastic was right. Jazz jealous. Why would I be jealous of this? Micca is cool as hell. But why would I be jealous to be in a position like the one that she's in right now? The way y'all think that being near Anton just makes somebody, a big old star, and it's a weird thing, and then to pit women against each other. Mr. Fantastic is obsessed with Micca, a woman that he'll never be able to get. And he don't like me, right? He doesn't think I'm attractive, which is fine. Being attractive to people, that's subjective. But he likes to make it known and put it out there and reiterate it over and over again, and then want to pit me against this young lady here. There's no jealousy here, babe. I have no reason to be jealous of this woman. But why can't I comment like everybody else? I would never want to be in this position that Micca is in right now. I would never want to be in a position where I'm looked at as a side chick, as a married woman to a married man. Number one, I would never be flying out, hanging out, basketball games, such and such, as a married woman with a married man. I would never want to have to go on platforms and explain myself and my position because of the decisions that I've made with this married man. What's to be jealous of? I don't, where do y'all get that from? It's very weird what y'all think people should care about and be jealous about. What's going on, Papi Blanco? Don't come in here.
And that is the truth. What does she have to be jealous about? That's a great question. What is it she got to be jealous about? There's nothing that woman need to be jealous about. She's a beautiful black woman, just like the other girl's a beautiful black woman, right? But why they keep trying to pit black people, black women against black women, black men against black men? because I'm just learning about all this. This stuff is coming across on my side of the fence. So now that it's bleeding on my side, now I've got to sit here and comment about it. Normally, I don't get involved in this. You know that. That's what I'm saying. I'm just learning about these people. Anton Daniels, I'm really just learning about Anton. I didn't watch him like when Kevin Samuels was around. I wasn't a big Kevin Samuel fan. He was not somebody I was even listening to. It's only 24 hours in a day, right? I'm a content creator. So I'm on YouTube creating content. I don't have time to watch all the other people I do like. So it takes me time to go back and watch the stuff that they do. I have to multitask and do 5, 4 different things. You know, relationships been lost because of it. You know, girls say they understand in the beginning, and then a couple of months later, it's you're going live again. I'd be like, I get paid when I go live. You go on IG live for free. You see the difference? There's a major difference from you going live and me going live. Anton's a cornball, trust me. Well, I mean, it didn't take me long to arrive at the point of knowing what he is. And my surprise is that how did he get over on everybody? Like, how did he get all these people to follow him? Like, how was he even a big deal? Like, really, I mean, congratulations on whatever success he got. I'm not trying to take away from it, but it's like, I listened to him and I was like, huh? That was dumb. You know, like, I'm like, a lot of the stuff he say is like really like out of a comic book almost. It's like, is he serious? It's like, is this guy, is he being real, or is this part of a script? Like, that's what I'm listening to him, the vibe I get. And I'm just like, is anyone else seeing this? Like, is this the guy they really thought was somebody? And now people are starting to, like, you know, like Kwame Brown is starting to reveal all this stuff. And it's like, but I'm like, KB, you didn't see this? I wonder how KB felt like this guy was on point in the beginning. Because I'm quite sure he probably didn't watch all of his stuff. He probably agreed with some of the videos and the business stuff he did. He probably didn't watch all of Anton's antics and all the other stuff he was doing, because the dude got like multiple personalities. Because I told you, I was in his video where he was doing the reply back to Kenya Martin. I had no problem with it. And then all of a sudden, boom, he went, and I was like, whoa, he started going way extra hard on Kenya Martin. I was like, oh, I don't know about that one. And I tried to tell him, I said, hey, this is not a good idea. So I was like, all right, let me dip out for a minute. And as soon as I did that, that's when I started to notice things going left. You know what I'm saying? Like when programs start to break down, they start going in a different direction. That's how you start noticing things are going left. So what this lady is saying and breaking down how she's seeing Micca as somebody who's thirsty. She's thirsty for fame. And anybody who's thirsty for fame like that, it'll always go any which way he got. He said he got big talking down on the Black community. That's how they all get big. You see, that's the price. Think about it. All these Black content creators, they get big doing what? Talking about Black black, black, black. Try to talk about anybody white, and you think you're gonna blow up. I did a video talking about white people. Oh, no. They wouldn't even push it. YouTube wouldn't even push the video. Anytime I talked about somebody white, I talked about what Tom Cruise did. Oh, no, can't do that. I said, oh, so we just supposed to only talk about black people? Is that the rule that even YouTube follows? That's crazy. So when I start opening up on Hollywood, and I open up that can of whoop ass and expose the stuff in Hollywood, all of a sudden I done ruffled a lot of feathers, especially when I start dropping names. And all I said was Google that person and tell me what you find. And ask yourself why. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you. Rest of y'all, if y'all want to hit the Cash App, it's Carceno, Karceno, the banner going at the bottom. Yeah. So this black woman ain't jealous of this woman. She ain't got no reason to be.
Making noise, just come in here and sit down and don't touch nothing. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep going. You said it wasn't common we're responding to. Listen, you're right, but that's what people keep saying. It's a very weird thing. You're just jealous that you're not the one known as Anton's side chick. What? Okay.
People assume that, when you have to see people, it has to be in person, or that if you don't meet them in person, then it's something or whatever. So
no, so I'm saying, what's the form of communication? That he met. Your husband?
they don't have a form of communication where they talk back and forth.
Yeah. So, but you said he did not meet your husband in person.
No.
Is that to imply that he met him virtually?
No.
So he's never met your husband?
No.
And why is that?
So has Anton ever met your husband in person? Absolutely not. So first, you made the claim as if they didn't meet in person, but they have met before. Now, it's actually no, they've never met. You see, Micca, how it's just like you're losing credibility the more you keep talking. I hate to say it, sis. It's just some things that you should have just kept to yourself. Because he just caught you up right there. It should have been no, they haven't met before. And I don't think they ever will. Done.
No particular reason.
Sure.
Just I've never had to actually do anything where my husband was there. And so if he's there, like if my like when we work together, is here, so my husband's come here. But
when we first met and worked together,
we were in person as well.
Your husband came.
Yeah, but we were here. We were here in the DC area. Yes, my husband came.
Yes.
So again, if he was here, then yes. But most of my business dealings, and if not all, I usually have a manager or somebody else deal with that. So that's the reason why it's not a thing. But I talked to my husband about it.
How long have you and Anton been business partners or friends?
We're business partners. And
so you're not a friend, because I don't want to provide language that's inaccurate.
That's why I changed it.
Yeah.
We're business partners. Absolutely.
You're not friends.
No.
Okay.
Friends.
Girl, Micca, baby. It's the flat out bold-faced lie for me. Even when we first started reacting to this whole situation, when it first came out that you were the woman that was with him at the Corey Holcomb show, my first response was, ain't that his friend? Don't they be at the games together? That's his homegirl, ain't it? You're trying to not make yourself look worse, but you're making yourself look worse by not keeping it real, Micca. You could literally just say, yeah, we had a friendship. I could say that. He's cool. I could consider him that. But you're evading and dancing around when you clearly are revered, especially by Anton as his friend, his chick, that he thinks is just so beautiful and holds him down and da 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 da. The reason why this whole situation is worse for Micca, I think, is because she's not being authentic. Just be honest, because the lies are crumbling as you say them in these interviews, because these interviewers are not letting up on you. And now, here we are Friday. This was what, a few days ago? Here we are Friday. Now we know for sure, mostly, if not everything you said was a lie, homegirl. And I hate that for you. I hate that you were put in a position to have to lie like that, because that nigga Anton didn't come to your rescue. He left your ass for dead. And I just hate that you made choices that you thought were the best for you. So you can't be faulted for that. But now, when we clearly see something other than what you're making it seem, when you're being asked about, you're not being truthful. So now it just makes you look like you can't be taken seriously. And I think you deserve to be taken seriously, Micca.
This would imply that we hang outside of business.
Not necessarily. Well, yes, correct.
Yeah, like
outside of business.
Yeah,
correct.
like not. We were, me and you were shooting here, and then we just get something to eat afterwards, but we are doing business.
Yes.
I'm saying, hey, are you up? Are you available today? Or you want to go out to the blah blah blah?
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Do you believe it was important at some point for you to introduce your husband to Anton?
Yeah. Because
I'm sure his wife.
All right, real quick, I'm reading the comments. Y'all, thank you so much. Make sure you hit the like. Thank you for being here. Make sure you share, you like, subscribe. Let me do my little banner real quick, just for a little second. But I want to address this comment real quick, because y'all seem to have.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow her channel too, Jazz Noel. Follow her channel, subscribe, the whole nine. Now, she has been on a panel with Corey Holcomb. She knows Micca as, ain't that his little friend? But when you thirsty for fame, these are the shortcuts. Like I say, what is Micca's show about? Right? Talking about black people as if the black people run the Democratic Party. She wants to be the conservative black person. Mm-hmm. That public display of dishonesty. I don't think it's dishonest. The fact that she's trying to say they're not friends because they never called, it's all business to her. The thing is that I believe Micca's telling the truth. Because the way she's wording things. She don't view Corey, Anton as a friend. She view Anton as an associate. This is business. I'm getting paid. I'm trying to come up. She has no care for Anton. Anton don't care for her. They're using each other, which I completely understand what it is that they're doing. He's like, they duck up her whole past. Crazy. And now she's doing a media world tour trying to clean things up. I gotta clean and shine, clean and shine. She's trying to clean up her reputation because she doesn't want to be a side piece. That's damaging to her brand as the conservative Black woman. Conservatives don't like to be in a side piece position. You're supposed to be married with a husband, y'all together, like you're supposed to have that family balance to be that conservative. And then you have Anton supposedly on Tasha K. Both of them don't like Corey, so she can't stand Corey, so she gonna be right there. And then of course Anton gonna play the victim. Because all he wants is the fame. Told you, I've seen these guys before. He's another DJ Academics. These guys are the same type of people. They have no morals, no principles, nothing. It's just that Anton, unlike Academics, is outside. He's doing things. You see him going on tours, doing things, pulling up in town, but don't nobody really deal with him. Academics is just starting to come outside and do stuff because he was scared to death because of all the crazy things he was doing. But see, he's owned by a white man named DJ Vlad. So it's a whole thing, man. It's a whole crazy process. But these people will do anything to bite that apple. Put the apple in their mouth. You want to put down Black people? There's some money for it. Oh, there's money in that. Oh, we're going to open up the whole door for you if you're going to put down Black folks. See, I didn't do that. They thought my truth behind the beef videos is, oh, yeah, that's going to be great. You were talking about people beefing, and I'm like, yeah, I'm talking about hip-hop rap battles and why they happen and why these people had disagreements. But I also talk about the solutions. I don't go into street violence and talk about why little Syrupy J rolling up on him on 53rd. And I don't do that. I'm like, what Academics is doing is dangerous. He's talking about actual street murders and trying to say it's hip hop. Because it had nothing to do with hip hop. It was war in Chirac. He put that together and started building himself on the war in Chirac and all that and goofiness. And I was like, they putting us in the same boat. Don't put me in no boat with him. I don't do that goofy shit. Plus, people see my face. I don't hide nothing. So everybody know who they dealing with when they dealing with me. And when I said I ain't taking the money, Academics says, oh, give me the money. And he signed with Broadband. And he took the deal. Any deal they waved in front of him, he took it. I said, I'm not cool with that deal because they ain't finna be, taking away my videos and stuff like that. I'm like, look, I work hard on my shit. So I'm not finna just let y'all come take it all down. So when I didn't do that, that's what you saw what happened. I said, hey, I'll grind it out my way, on my own. And they did everything to sabotage me. It's like, oh, okay, so you think you just gonna blow up and keep blowing up? Nope, we're gonna stop you. We're gonna shut you down until you play ball. Same thing they did to Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown was getting 100,000 views a video. Easy. 300,000. Easy. They saw him blowing up. He was breaking the internet every time he made a video. Now, the powers that be want to submerge him down because he's not playing ball. He want to talk about why we not talking about, STEM research, like all the STEM and why the education, the kids ain't got no STEM programs. He want to talk about things that's enriching to Black people. They don't want that. They just want the smoke. They want to hear. They didn't anticipate that Kwame Brown is a very intelligent man. They didn't want to hear that. They want to hear a rant, crazy, out of control, like Jamel Hill and everything, trying to say he's dangerous. He's not dangerous. So why would they keep saying that about a man if it isn't true? Because they want to paint a narrative. So they can say, well, he's dangerous. Hell, then we all dangerous then. If a man who ain't bothering nobody is dangerous, then damn. Nah, they don't want you to hear Kwame Brown tell y'all about getting in STEM programs, learning about math and education, and going out and getting your own business and license, and getting buying your own houses and getting involved in real estate, telling you about Grant Cardone. And they don't want to hear that. They want to hear him. Oh yeah, I'll come over there and beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. I hit you with a shovel. They love that. Play ball. But the people we like, we want you to like them too. And you're gonna be all right. Don't go off the path. Then that's when they start coming for you. These dudes are snakes out here.
Y'all seem to have this idea that where is it? Here we go. So Kenny, thank you for being here and thank you for engaging, regardless of how off you are. But to me, he says, to me, Jazz is more attractive than Micca by far, but I'm just calling out that Jazz got her spot taken by her on Anton's panel. I never had a spot, y'all, on Anton's panel. I was on there pretty frequently at a time on Monday nights, but I still did not consider that a spot. Like I'm secured on this panel. I'm an ongoing regular panelist. No, I would get asked every now and again. He's switching panelists around like Destiny's Child. You know what I'm saying? Q, she just would hit me up every now and again and ask me to come on. Y'all stop creating these narratives that I'm mad because, oh, he took my spot. Somebody took my spot. Now I'm mad. There was no spot ever secured. I was just on there sometime. And because Anton and I are both passionate about our views, we clashed a lot. And that brought more views to his platform. So of course, he don't give a fuck about this shit for real. He liked the drama. So of course I'm being brought back. I'm being asked to come back, but stop creating narratives that motherfuckers is fighting for spots to be on Anton's show. as if I asked to be on there. I was approached. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like it's not that deep. And I'm not taking shots at Micca. I'm calling a spade a spade. If Micca was sitting here with me in my crib right now over some wine, it will be the same conversation. Because it ain't no reason to lie about what the fuck I see. And I don't have nobody is above reproach. But anyway, I just want to clear that up. Jazz never had a spot. I was just on there sometime. Okay? Thank you.
It was important to meet you.
So I can't speak on what
Right,
I thought.
correct.
But the one time that I would have is when we had an event here. but he had to work. So, I mean.
But have you made it a concerted effort to make it happen? We do what we want to do, when we want to do it, for whom we want to do it for. And if something is really important.
Exactly, Lucky. Exactly. And that is why you got to be more careful. You got to be more careful. I peeped that shit a long time ago. The way that he would flirt with the girls around him, have girls in his studio and shit. Like, oh, he liked to look like he pimping. Let me make sure I'm very intentional about how I engage with this person. Because this could never be me. I don't need to put on for content. I can't do it. But because Anton is the type of person, in my opinion, if he can't see a way to use you, you're not coming around. So of course he only wants beautiful women around him because it makes him look better. He knows the value. But not only does he want them around, but he wants to make it look like he has access to them physically. He has said this multiple times before. And I could never go. I could never go.
Important to you and your family, either on your end as a wife, you absolutely make a concerted effort for this man, or
go ahead.
Or Anton, as a man, says, I want to meet your husband just because you're married, and I don't want any messaging or anything else to be misconstrued by him or the public. So it's
no, Anton's never going to do that. He has said that before. You can't bring your man around Anton. And she knows that. And my thing is, after this whole Corey Holcomb thing, the way that he still tried to use you and make you look crazy as hell, never came to your defense, I would have aired that nigga out. It would have been no more protecting Anton. No, Anton told me he don't like meeting people's spouses. He don't like being around other men like that. Nah, I couldn't make no effort because he wasn't interested in meeting my husband. He just wanted to meet me. Call a spade a spade. Say the thing, because that's the truth. That's the honest to God truth. You don't want to meet y'all husbands and boyfriends. What benefit is that? He want to feel like your boyfriend when he around you. He said himself, your pussy got to be on the table a little bit to be his home girl. He said that shit. So of course he don't want to meet your man. Because your man ain't going for that. You think Anton gonna get on the phone with your husband? Yeah, I'm gonna fly her out. We probably gonna get some drinks. No, he's sneaky. Or at least he tried to be. And the way, Micca moved, it just kind of made her look a little sneaky too. So for me, I would have just said it. No, he ain't want to meet my man. He don't like that. I would have told it all.
Fair that I introduce myself. Has that conversation happened?
No, that conversation has not happened. And I understand what you're saying. My thing, again, my business dealings is normally with me, my manager, things like that. But it's not without my husband knowing. So everything that I do, every place that I go, everything that I'm going to be doing, my husband knows. And I have to actually talk about it with him, tell him what I'm doing, things like that.
How did you reassure your husband this was strictly business? Like if my wife is flying to another state,
because of
at some point I'm going, or I need to meet this person in person. And it doesn't matter to me if he's single or married. It doesn't matter to me if he feels that he wants to meet me. I want my wife to be very committed and loyal to the idea of her business engagements I should be comfortable with as a husband. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
Sure.
But my thing is, I think a lot of people sometimes misconstrue is this. You guys separate for some reason, independent from like big conglomerates, right? So if there's a person that has a business, it automatically changes from if Disney calls you, right? Because there have been other things that I have done as far as movie sets and other things that my husband has not gone to, and nobody would bat an eye if I'm talking to the director or if I'm.
Well, yeah, that makes sense, Micca, because Anton is not a big conglomerate of business. He's literally a social media content creator. He's literally just a social media content creator that is super popular and has mastered, YouTube in this space, if you will. So it's a little bit different when just a guy that's commentating on different topics on the internet is asking to fly another man's wife out, as opposed to you taking a gig with Disney or Viacom or whatever like entertainment industry you want to think of. But yeah, you're going to ask a little bit. I mean, you should ask questions regardless, but you might ask a bit more questions when it's just a nigga that's just trying to fly you out.
Going to meet, for a shoot for this or that. Your spouse is not always coming. And so I think the notion that just because is this person, and I understand that people have their own thoughts and perceptions of people, but I think a lot of the times when it comes down to people who are in independent media, they think it's more of a personal level, and still it's business.
Yeah. But I think what people may feel befuddled or confused by is at some point you put the business aside when rumors are brewing, when images are plastered all over social media.
Now you're talking about a year later.
Okay, so before a year later, let me ask you this. Has there ever been a concern from your husband about your business relationship with Anton?
I want to pause it right here. He said something very important to me. He said, when do you put the business to the side when there are images coming out that are basically negative, impacting your reputation and your marriage, to put the rumors to rest? You never did that. You never did that. You never protected your relationship. Why? For clout? For opportunity? Is that more important?
My business relationship, absolutely not. Because one, he can watch it. Like, he can literally sit there and watch it. And then two, if he has a concern or anything he wants to know, I just tell him.
Has he ever been incredulous? Skeptical? Has he been with your flying out there, or depending on how long you stay, or just the mere fact that I never even met this person? Has he just had that sort of incredulity, if you will, about not meeting your male business partner?
So I think he would like to be, more involved with coming out there. But again, and you know what my husband does for a living. Sure. So it's not feasible.
No, it's feasible.
Just lying. Exactly.
Feasible, because here's how I see it.
It's feasible. Just lying. So now because he works, he can't ever meet Anton on any level. Just admit that nigga didn't want to meet your husband, and you are okay with him not meeting your husband, sis. Let's speed it up though, y'all. My mama in here, Lucky in here. She said we gotta speed it up. I gotta listen to the queen.
If Anton has to get on an airplane,
but I can talk directly to you. So I can talk directly to Anton. So being that I can talk directly to.
Let's get to this part, and then we're gonna switch it over.
Flirted with me as a
Here
sense.
we go.
I think people get a sense of that. Well, because you can do that, then now it's something more happening if you go meet with this person.
Yeah.
Versus looking at it still the same. Yeah, this is not a big corporation, but this is still business, and this is still a person that is going to be employing me, contracting me, whatever. That still has to happen. If I was flying to Disney has to pay for my room and board.
Yeah.
Disney has to do this, that, and the third. And so again, I think because it's a singular person that is easily accessible per se.
That's right. Yep.
Now it's a different notion where this must be for this instead of looking at it as business.
So let's call a thing, if you will. And I want to really drive it home. Has Anton ever flirted with you?
Flirted with me as a sense of what?
No.
This pissed me off, y'all. Because it's a very direct question. And all you have to do is directly answer it. My phone's still going off. All you have to do is directly answer the question. Has Anton, because that's how he said his name, has Anton ever flirted with you? The answer is absolutely fucking yes. Ma'am? Hello? Hello? This nigga flirt. Like, that's part of his brand. It's part of his brand to flirt with y'all. I'll never forget, y'all. I would be sitting on that panel and I'm sitting back and I'm listening to him as he's talking to some of these women. I'm just like, ain't this nigga married? Why are you flirting blatantly, loudly? Flirting with women on that platform. You should have been like, hell yeah, he was. Yeah, hell yeah, he did. He has. He's a flirt. That's how I would have answered it. He's a flirt. He's a flirt. He flirt with everybody. Why are you still protecting him in this moment? After this, if you talk about this again, Micca, you should not be trying to save this man no more. Flat out. Keep it real. Keep it authentic and tell the truth about how he get down. Okay? That's going to be your redemption.
Now, here's the thing. What she's saying is that she didn't view it as flirting, because if she viewed it as flirting, it would put her in a bad light. What Micca is doing is trying to classify it all as an act. She don't look at it as legitimately flirting. She look at it as that's just part of the show. That's business. So this is why I said I believe Micca, because I know what she's trying to say. What everybody else is thinking is like, oh, that's real. This is a flirt. He's doing this as a show. His wife, I've seen these people before. It's nothing. I've seen them in church. I've seen the pastor, the grifter that gets all the money in line and got the wife that's right there by his side while he's going ahead flirting with other chicks in the church, doing all kind of goofy stuff, and she just sitting by smiling. Because they was like, because out of all this, you got to be like, well, what does his wife thinks about all this? What does Anton's wife thinks? Where's his wife? Why she's not saying anything? Because she looks at the bottom line. She's with the program. She thinks of this all as a show. Anton's not doing anything. It's all a show. And I'm going to do all the stuff. I'm going to book the flights. Oh, that girl looks pretty. You should do this. Y'all should fake like a couple and do this. And oh, this is going to be great. Because she knows if Anton is stupid, Anton like, I got control over my situation. Do you really? I don't think you do. I don't believe you have a prenup with that woman. That woman will take everything you got, if not half, if you screw up. But he knows this is how they make money. They're going to give couples advice. She probably sat there with him while he does his thing and let Anton cook and say these things out loud and go to events. And I don't know how they get these married couples to listen to this fool, but they do. I've given best marital advice to any human being, and I'm not even married. And it's like, well, damn, how can you give marital advice? Because I've been surrounded by people who have been married. I was writing a book. I had interviewed, it was going to be documented when I was at the Gurney Mills, all these married couples from different races. They all come there and then they would do walks. Because here in Chicago, it gets too cold to walk. They go indoors to that mall. It's one of the largest indoor malls. They would just go do their walks. So I would just be in there shopping and stuff. So I would interview them. I said, well, let me interview them and just find out, like, where did they meet, everything. And I was like, man, I'm going to make a book. And I'm going to write this book, and this book is going to be great. And when the book was about to be published, and it was just so much red tape. They want to go. It was so much craziness going on because this Sincerely Yours was coming on here. Me and him was talking about it. What's up, H-Town K Scott? Thank you for being a member, bro. I appreciate you. Right. Like, I don't flirt. I have conversations. And sometimes a lot of the girls think I'm flirting with them when I'm really not. I just conversate with people, and I'm just good at conversation. You got a lot of guys that don't know how to talk to women. And I don't know. I just don't have any fear in talking to them. Now, in these scenarios, that's what they're talking about. Like, Anton's a natural flirt. His flirting comes off as arrogant. It's not even real flirting. It's like, who would even go for that shit? Unless she was a gold digger, you know, or somebody thirsty. His flirting is like, that's not even flirting. That's just over excessiveness. You know, like, it's like, do you want to go with this life of luxury? I mean, like, the life of luxury is putting women down because you got money don't make you great. If you was a lame with money, you just a lame with money. That's it. If you was a lame before you got money, you're just a lame now with money. If you was a punk who was broke, now you a punk with money. It doesn't change who you are. You could build your ego up to make you feel like you something, but you're really nothing. In real life, you're this small. You don't even matter. What are you doing to help Black people? What are you doing to help people, period? You claim you're doing things in Detroit. You got all this money, yet I didn't see you get anybody to open up doors so they can invest in IPOs like I did. I got people to invest in real estate funds, venture funds, private capital funds, some things that's not even introduced to people like us. $1 billion funds. Now I'm brought in over 50 people. Over 50. Because they were smart enough to realize. They were like, hey, we in on this. Because it wasn't about me. It was about them. People was like, why you didn't get that to me? I was like, I'm only going to give it to people who matters and that want to improve their lives. They want to stop living check to check. They want to have their life mean something in the end. They want to have something at the end of retirement instead of holding their hand. They want to get it like the pink folks do. I am not rich, but I'd rather be trying to accomplish or get to that goal. Mm-hmm. Now they're going to be taking all these innovation funds public to the New York Stock Exchange under the VCX. They don't know the difference between flirting and being weird. I know, it's just, it is what it is. But that's what he naturally is on the show. But she looks at it as business. So this is why it's just it's about what do you believe it is? So this woman here believes it is jazz. She thinks like, oh, he's just a flirt. That's what he does 24/7. It's flirt with everybody. Micca looks at it as it's just business. It doesn't really matter. She's just trying to get fame. She wants clout. She wants the attention. She wants to be seen. But my thing is, why do you want this attention over here? You want it to be on the conservative side. Why are you trying to come on this side? See, this is what I mean about Anton. Anton wants to be on this side and he wants the conservative side. See, he wants both sides. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The nigga is a flirt. Call a thing a thing. And you sitting here saying, when you say flirt, what do you mean, Micca? You know what he meant, girl. And you know that it's true. You know that it's true. Child, that really bothered me because it's like you didn't have to lie about that. Like you said, we can all go and look at the tape. We can all run the tapes back and go look at the footage of him blatantly flirting with you, my girl. It should have been, hell yeah. Nigga was flirting.
Just naturally, like we're sitting here, or because
what does that mean? Just naturally, like we're just sitting here, just naturally. What does that even mean? Just naturally, like we're just sitting here. A flirt is a flirt is a flirt is a flirt is a flirt. A flirt is a flirt. What the hell, Leonte, does that even mean?
I'm gonna explain.
I don't
what
want to
mean.
get into
because-
wordsmithing.
No, there's no
Right.
wordsmithing.
Yeah,
The
okay.
reason
Exactly.
why I'm asking.
Because then I want to talk about
No.
some pictures too.
No, yeah,
Okay.
I got you. But
Yeah.
the reason why I'm asking is because there's two different things, right? So Anton does things for content, and then there's things that Anton would do if we're just sitting here.
Okay.
So if you're saying personable,
And what does that say about Anton? There are certain things that Anton will do for content. I don't get these performative acts that y'all say some people do just for content. So you mean to tell me the only way for you to get some content, the only way for you to become successful in this YouTube business is that you have to perform like you're a cheating ass married man, even when you're really not? You got to pretend to be flirting with bitches, even when you really, you know what I mean? Like, it's just for content. That's corny as hell to me. I'm sorry. Why you just can't keep it real? Why you just can't be real? Why do you have to be salacious and scandalous? And looking like you don't have any respect for any other women that's in your life, not for your wife, not for these women on the panelists. Because if you knew that Micca was also married, why the fuck are you flirting with this married woman on camera? That's disrespectful, Christian man. I'll never understand that. Well, he doing it, you know, because I've heard a lot. I watched a lot of commentary on this situation, and I've heard some people say things like, "Y'all don't even know, you know, Anton and Rita just getting the checks, and y'all crashing out, and she probably don't even care. She getting money. There's no way in hell that I will be okay getting money at the expense of the integrity of my marriage. I don't give a damn. Why we gotta go that route for a check? Why I gotta be out here looking stupid for us to get a check? Because yeah, his wife is looking stupid. Micca is looking stupid. Anton is looking stupid. Everybody look dumb. And it's all performance for algorithm viewerships and clicks and subscription. Like, it's too much. I don't get that. I don't get that part of this game. I can't perform. I mean, I'm a performer, as y'all know, but even on stage, I'm not. That's real. There's levels to the personality. We can say that, but to say, oh, he only be flirting with me for content. He only be flirting with me because that's good for content. Why? Why would you allow that to happen? Anyway.
if me and Anton was just sitting here, no. Now, if you're talking about for content, when we're doing the virtual rooms and things for the show, Anton has said multiple things. So that's why I asked, which one are you talking about?
So let me hear a few of the multiple things that he said that was a flirt.
What people would consider if he's, saying,
not people, what you considered as a flirt.
I would say probably if he's
stumbling. Girl, I would say everything that he says to you, maybe. Literally. The way that he refers to you, the way that he speaks to you.
Like, oh,
make my hair.
Micca, you're so sweet, or you're so cute, right? But the problem that I have with it is because I know he's doing it for content, right? And he's not actually talking to me.
But he's using you. He's saying, oh, he's not actually like saying he really thinks that I'm beautiful. He's not really talking to me. He's talking at me for content purposes. This is all for the audience. It's not really flirting. with me. Girl, bye. He flirts. He flirts, especially with women that he is super attracted to, which is you, mama. And you know this. You know this. Micca, you're not dumb because you know that your looks can get you very far. You know that. Any woman who is self-aware knows that she can leverage her looks. It shouldn't be the only thing you're leveraging, but Micca, you know, he's going to flirt with you because he wants to fuck. If he hasn't already, I hope to God that he didn't. But after what I just saw, that new video that came out, I don't know. I don't know anymore. God damn it, I'm disappointed.
However, I will say what I probably should have paid more attention to is the fact that people take content as real life instead of just content, right? Because I come from a world where I know entertainment is entertainment, and people say this and that, you know, with reality shows, all of that is just for entertainment. And then they go, the cameras cut off and they don't really hate each other. They talk to each other.
But has he said those things to you privately?
No, and that's why I asked
it's
you.
all been on the show?
Yes, that's why I asked you the difference. And that's why I wanted to make that distinction. Because if I just said, yeah, he said this word, you would probably think it's just because we're sitting here. That's why I said, no, he has done it for content while we're all, and mind you, he says it to not just me, other women on the panel.
And how did you feel when a married man said that to a married woman?
Exactly.
Again, at first,
she didn't feel no way.
Oh man, shouts out to Jazz, man. Make sure y'all follow Jazz. Follow Jazz on her channel. Definitely subscribe to her page, Jazz Noel. She is letting it be known. You see, here's the situation, people. This is what makes it golden. He said Micca is a liar. The thing of it is, in this instance, she's using choice words. Micca did not care. She's trying to save face because she doesn't want to look bad in the conservative world. She don't want to say she don't give a shit about her husband. Because she don't. She's conservative in name only. She's only there to serve one purpose. Okay, there it is. Yeah, definitely subscribe to her because, see, you need good people out there that's going to give it to you real. And Jazz Noel is giving it to you real. You know, the algorithms and all these people try to hold you down and everything. I don't care if she goes on his panel or whatever, but her voice is very, I'd say, very honest. And even though Micca is telling the truth, Micca, it looks like she's lying because how she's telling it. And what she's really doing is trying to be choice in her wording, which really comes off as lies. But she's being honest. She's telling the truth, but just to a certain degree so that she doesn't look that bad. and make it look as bad as it looks because she doesn't want to look bad to her conservative group. So when she do her red cups, you know, her conservative stuff that she be talking about over there, she doesn't want to look bad. They're going to be like, you're that side piece and you call yourself a conservative. See, she's trying to protect that brand. And that brand might tell her she's going to have to cut off Anton because he's a married man. And why are you doing that? So she'd be like, oh, I'm not doing any business with Anton anymore, which is probably a lie. Now, that part I probably won't believe. Like, Anton would probably cut her off before she cut him off because she looked like she's thirsty for fame.
She ain't feel no fucking way. She liked that shit. I'm sorry, Micca girl. You were okay with it. You didn't feel no way. You okay? Mm-hmm. She wasn't taking it back. She wasn't. Hold on, Anton. Hold on. No. Because I'm telling you right now, every time he even tried, just even act like he wanted to fuck with me. He gave me a compliment one time. I was like, please stop. Please stop, sir. Yes, I know I'm cute. That's enough. That's enough. But you eat it up. How the kids do? You eat that shit up. And that's okay, but just keep it a buck, Micca. Damn.
Because you don't understand, you know.
Who doesn't
content.
understand?
Meaning, well, I'm talking about myself.
Yeah.
So again, being on YouTube, when you don't understand certain bounds of YouTube panels and things like that, people on panels say all types of egregious stuff or whatever to get reactions from the crowd, right? And so you might personally take stuff a certain way when they were just doing it as a reaction to get people in the crowd.
And so how did you feel?
I didn't feel a certain way. I didn't say anything because I was a little off-putted. But once I understood what he was trying to do, I'm like, okay, well, you can't say this and that and the third. It's okay if you're like, okay, I have beautiful women on my panel. That is fine, right? Because people can acknowledge that people look nice and things like that. But it's when it becomes personalized that it looks funny to the audience.
How does his wife feel? Has his wife Rita ever expressed to you her disdain, or have you heard her discuss something with him about her disapproval of saying that to you on a show? Even because
go ahead.
Well, let me just say this just before you answer. I think
let's fast forward, y'all. I hope y'all enjoying the show so far.
Was he expounding?
I'm not trying to do too much talking. Thank y'all for being here. For real. Get the likes up, share, like, and subscribe, please. Let's keep it pushing because I really want to get into the next few videos with that.
We're going to play it back.
Nevertheless, so again, he had business meetings there, and he said, well, I got a couple meetings at the game, and these people, I think.
And I bet you the meetings ain't never happened, bro. That's a good alibi. We had a meeting at the Pistons game.
It will be good for you to meet. I said, sure.
And you were the only one from the team that went, or were there other people? I know you were on the interview.
I wasn't at a team then.
No, I'm saying the interview was his staff, his production. Like you have camera people, producers, etc. So the production is over. Did he not only apprise you that he was going and invited you, were there other production people?
Well,
we all have gone out together after production.
Correct.
Yes.
Well, again, you have production people and everything, and all that other good stuff. Anton does everything himself.
Yes.
And I do mean all of it. Unless sometimes, like if he has something else going on, there may be another person there because they maybe have to help him with something else. But if it's only like one thing that he's doing outside of his own videos,
sure,
it's only him.
So his wife wasn't there.
At this one, no.
Right. So you flew out for an interview.
Mm-hmm.
You went to his studio or
Mhm.
place of production.
Mhm.
Y'all did an interview, and it's just you guys. Correct.
So I flew to Detroit, got to the hotel, okay, got to the
He
studio.
booked the hotel for you, the location.
Correct.
Okay.
Got to the studio. His wife came past the studio. That's when I first met her.
Sure.
But she did not stay.
Okay. Let me ask you this, and I'm not trying to be too investigatory, but it
Yes, the hell
gives
you are.
foundation. How far is the hotel from the studio and from his?
That doesn't matter.
Wanted to see a
We
little
know
bit-
it's close enough for Anton to have access to. So let's keep it pushing. I want to get to the second photo. He speaks on it. We're gonna play.
bit of the game. Said there maybe about 10 minutes.
Yeah, of her review.
The quarter ended, went right back to the back.
Okay, and was his wife invited with you guys to the business meeting?
I don't know if she was invited or not.
What?
Of course she wasn't.
That person that is the business entity.
All right, let's fast forward. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Appreciate you all.
I'm
Friday night.
feeling you because
We boogie on down. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here. I'm rested. All right. So let's go.
Okay, let's
hold on,
omit.
hold on. No,
so
hold
we
on.
don't
The reason-
stop. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Next picture.
Next.
I was flabbergasted by this picture
Okay, tell me why.
because there's no way my wife would be physically touching, leaning on a married man, leaning on a single man, leaning on another man in a way that's.
Now, there is new evidence that has come out that has confirmed that the picture that she gave to the Talk Perspective for this interview has been altered. The picture has been altered, ladies and gentlemen. She edited out that man's hands around her waist. God damn it, Micca. You're not beating the allegations. You're not beating them. And you're just losing credibility at every single turn. I know you're not a liar like this, G. You can't be this bad at it. And my thing is, if it's all business and it's all innocent, what was the point of photoshopping out the hand? Photoshopping out the fingers? If it was also business, first of all, that ain't even no business like pose, nigga. You're pressing your titties on this man. He's pulling you in close. If this was professional setting, we standing like this next to each other. You know, one of these that you said, oh, come on now. And then you want to Photoshop some shit out, girl. You're guilty. You're guilty. Damn it.
Suggest I'm feeling you. I like you. This is really some sort of.
Why do you think that says I'm feeling you?
Even if it doesn't say I'm feeling you, I don't want my wife.
Why do you think?
Yeah.
Why do you think that suggests that I'm feeling you? Because
okay, let's
hold on. The reason why I'm asking you.
Okay.
The reason why I'm asking you is I have tons of pictures of our former
girl. Baby girl. What about that picture makes it look like you're feeling him? Excuse me. Excuse me. Stop asking silly questions, Micca.
co-host.
Yep.
With the same lean, everything.
But here's the difference.
Hold on.
Yes.
And that person is also a male. All right. And we have a working relationship and it's the same exact type of picture.
But here's the disrespect. This is a married man that you are physically leaning into.
I'm not leaning into.
That to me.
I'm not leaning into.
To me,
I'm not leaning into.
There's space there.
Here's
girl. You're leaning. Let's pull it up. Micca, baby. You leaning on, y'all are leaning. This looks like a couple's photo that y'all took at some family function. You're leaning into him. He's leaning into you. 100%. You gotta stop lying. If you want redemption, stop lying. It should have been a straight up, you know what? Yeah. That picture does give like more than friends, more than homies, or at least we want to be more than friends, more than homies. Them niggas' fingers were right here. If you see it on my background, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me, we ain't even gonna do all that right now because I don't want to mess it up. But on my thumbnail, you can see his hands literally wrapped around your waist, ma'am. What's disturbing to me is that I think you believe your own lies. And I don't like that. You've told yourself like, oh yeah, no, this was innocent. A married woman and a married man can lean into each other, yearn and lust for one another, and it's fine. It's business. I wish my nigga would. Excusez-moi. No, baby girl. No, stop. Micca, if you don't take anything away from this experience, never lie again. Never lie again. Because now they didn't, because of the lies, they digging all in your shit now. You're being overly exposed. Now we know who your husband is. Now we know you've been in hotel rooms. Nigga, come on. My God, today.
My perspective of it. There's a gap between it, but I'm looking at how you have a smile on your face. This is just my perspective. Your eyes look seductive. Just my perspective.
Right.
And your arm is relaxed on his upper shoulder.
Correct.
And I would never imagine a married woman leaning on a business male partner that way. That to me is inappropriate.
Now, wait a minute now. It's been confirmed that this picture was taken by Rita. Okay, let's say that was true. That don't mean a motherfucking thing. That don't mean shit. Rita, I just wish, now, if anybody needs to be talking, it's Rita. Understand what I'm saying? Because just because she took that photo, that could be part of the play. We don't know what Rita has to do to help Anton keep up his image. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know if he's forcing her hand, he's forcing her hand to make her do certain things to maintain the image that he's making.
She's right. %100%. She's right. They don't know. Oh, you know that to be true. Now, anything could be going on because we've seen the video of them being in that hotel room, and a lot of people believe that they shared a room. And she looks like she don't have no concerns. He'd be like, all right, well, they booked. We got to share this room. We're going to pod out of it. or whatever, she'll seem like she'll be down. That woman don't seem like she has any boundaries whatsoever. And if this dude was, his goal was to sleep with this woman, it seemed very easy, in my opinion. If this was somebody who's thirsty for clout and they think you have it, that's like fishing with dynamite. You can't miss. But his ego is so great. She don't have to give him anything. Micca don't have to give this man nothing. That's the thing. This fool is giving everything up. And I mean everything. That's what's bizarre to me. I'm like, man, you finna give everything up? That's how you really gonna do this? All right.
And that's scary to me. Because just because she took that photo, it doesn't make it any less worse to me, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's if you were my wife,
Okay.
I would have a serious problem. My problem would be so serious, you would have to probably extinguish your contract with him.
Hope
Okay.
so.
Just because, and I will also feel a little uncomfortable that this gentleman obviously did not either push you away or suggest that we shouldn't take this type of picture. I've never met your husband. I fly you out here once or twice. This is this may not be the first time. So which point was this? Not that it matters if it was the third time, the fourth time.
This is the second time.
Oh, goodness. The second time?
This is the second time I'm
You
out
say,
here.
oh,
Not the
goodness.
second time that I'm dealing with Anton.
Okay, so what's and it doesn't matter to me, but what's that gap
I'll say it in
between?
the chat. Would you say, Leslie, Rita is the real puppeteer high key? Y'all think so? Y'all think Rita is like running this whole thing? Running this whole play? Setting them up with the girls?
There you go, Leslie. Look at old Leslie. Hey, Leslie, there you go. There you go, Les. Said, I woke up early and saw my girl on the street. Like, all right, Jazz. No, I just think it's a bit of a like he's a sucker. You know, like they playing this script and they just both playing each other. And they just rubbing it in the public's face, but nobody really cares at this point. Seriously, nobody really cares. All this stuff that's going on, nobody really gives a damn. Like, how's it going and how it's proceeding? Nobody really cares. And in the everyday walk of it, it just has the attention because it's what everybody's talking about in the chats and what's going on. She did this. She's a home wrecker, but you don't hear his wife complaining about nothing. Now, here's what's strange, right? Because here's what I believe is happening. I believe she's still working with with Anton. She says she's not working with Anton. She hasn't been on the show, but she's still working with Anton, I believe. I believe they still running a play. And now they then contacted Tasha K to get in there and say what she got to say about the situation. So it is what it is. But let's listen to Jazz Cook.
Letting him be with the girls, taking pictures of it. Really, that would be a very interesting twist. That would be a very interesting turn of events if Rita's like, yeah, this is what I had my man do to get a bag. I help him look like he's cheating on me. I help him look like he disrespects me. I allow him to refer to me as his chick. Maybe the bag is big enough. Maybe. But that's also weird. Some things, like, all money ain't good money. And if we got to be out here performing at the expense of ourselves and our reputation, I don't get it. But hey, I hope she is. I hope this is the truth. I hope she is sitting cozy, watching the whole show go down, and is not hurting behind any of this. I really hope so. I really hope so. I really hope she's like at the bank. Because if not, I don't know what to say about it. Because I've heard some theories. I heard a theory that damn near Rita can't leave. It's all speculation. It's all speculation. A word on the internet street is that she can't leave because allegedly he has her, credit all fucked up. He, has money and all type of stuff tied, connected with her that she can't even afford to leave if she wanted to.
Oh, she can afford to leave. A woman can always afford to leave. It's do they want to leave? See, here's the problem that most people miss. When you look at it and you look at the scale of, oh, it's about leaving, or do she want to leave, or no, it's not. That's not the case at all. You see, what people don't realize is that these things have been going on since the beginning of time. And when you see a situation where a couple is breaking up, most women stay because of the children. That's why you see most couples, like the kid will go to college and then they'll get a divorce. Once the kid leaves the house, they get a divorce. And it was like, what? And it's like, oh, this ain't got nothing to do with you. We've been thinking about this for a while. We was holding it together, so this wouldn't ruin your childhood. But when the kid go to college, they get a divorce. Now, here's the thing. Now, they say he got her credit all messed up. I don't know about that. But a woman can leave at any time she wants. A man can't. Because he's the only one in the relationship that has a responsibility to provide. And there's no way she couldn't get any money from him. One, they have a child together. Two, she's the wife. They have many years under the marriage belt. he would have to provide a prenup, an ironclad prenup, but she'll still get child support. Well, not really, because the daughter is like finna be 18 in a couple of months. She's 17, finna be 18. So his child support is going to be very minimal. That woman isn't jealous of Micca at all. I don't know why people believe that. She doesn't even give a jealous vibe. What she's doing is telling y'all the absolute truth in the rawest form. I don't pander to anybody. You know that. I just tell it like it is. Now, she's telling you exactly the way, right? It's common sense, the way it's being laid out. If he ever was to leave his wife, and I don't think they would want to leave anyway, why would she want to leave? You get more out of somebody staying with him than you do leaving him. Don't you see that's what's happening nowadays? They be like, man, she didn't leave him. Why would she leave? She got control over all the money and the situation. Why leave so he can get another girl to come in there, and now she's siphoning off the money, and then you got to sit back and wait for him to be generous while he try to think of ways not to pay you. Nah, you could stay and control the situation. If he make a mistake and you stay, you got him by the balls for years. Well, her reply to the situation is weird. Don't you think it's a little weird that Micca went on Tasha K, then Anton got interviewed by Tasha K? And you don't think Anton has a contract with Micca? Come on. What are we doing here? I know. Hit the like button, y'all. Like the video up. I stayed up late for y'all, for the late crew. Right? I gave y'all a video on the members, on my members only, the people who signed up and joined the membership. Y'all got that. That's what's up.
Allegedly. So I hope she's getting something out the game. Because according to that little conspiracy theory, she can't go nowhere. She got to deal with this. And let me tell you something. Men like Anton, make sure you cannot leave easy. Okay? He is the type of man that would not allow you to just leave him. He has to be the one to let you go. And he would do any and everything to keep you attached to him. So it makes it harder for you to leave that man. Trust me when I tell you.
I believe it.
Trust me when I tell you.
But
I didn't see this play before.
The first time you're there, he takes you to a business meeting at a basketball game, and you guys are sitting on the floor like you are
that we're working
a couple.
together. And it's not like that.
Well, that's not working
No.
together.
Go back to what you just said.
Hold on, is that working together?
No. Go back to what you just said.
Which part?
It's not that. No, you said a couple.
Pick one.
No, you said sitting on the floor like you are a couple.
Yeah, listen. I'm not.
But you're
Micca.
No, you're interjecting your own thoughts, especially.
I'm giving you my perspective.
But your perspective is after I told you. So to put something else there.
Okay, I see. That's fair. Okay, so but I think that's a fair point. I don't want to spin it. What I want to say is messaging imagery is critical because imagery is messaging.
Correct.
And a lot of times on a jumbotron at a game, we often see couples, whether you're high up or you're on the floor. A lot of times when people are on the floor, you see.
Do you sit at the game?
Do I sit at the game?
Correct.
Yes.
Do you sit at the game on the floor?
I have.
No. Do you all the time?
No.
Okay. All right. So who have you met at these games on the floor?
This is my show now.
What difference does it make? Because according to your story, Micca, y'all was just on the floor for like 10 minutes, allegedly. Y'all say y'all just came and sat down on the floor to take a picture, and then y'all went up to whatever meeting that supposedly went down. So now you're making it like, well, you don't know. You don't get it because you're not on the floor. So you don't know why we're on the floor. You don't sit on the floor like us. Who do you meet on the floor? Apparently you ain't meet nobody either. The story is all over the place. Why are you grilling him about where he sit at these damn basketball games? Because he grilling you on why the hell you with this married man on floor seats. And now you want to make it seem like, well, that's what successful people do. That's what successful people always do. They sit on the floor and they meet. But according to you, y'all met somewhere else in the building. Y'all just went and took a photo and dipped, right? That's why I said, baby, you shouldn't have did this. you shouldn't have did it. It's backfiring hard. And I don't like it.
Yours, I'm not answering the question.
Oh, okay. And the reason is I get you.
Your show that we can get into that.
However, but the reason I asked you is to give perspective, right?
Yes.
Because what I found, okay, because I'm usually in the skybox.
Yes.
When I'm here in DC, I'm in my box. I don't
Yes.
like to be down on the floor. That's not my thing.
Sure.
On the floor, there are family members there. They are some of those people. A lot of them are like business seats.
Yep.
So anybody from these law firms, offices, are down there on the floor.
Yep.
That I've never.
But that's not why you was down there on the floor. Big Meek. You wasn't on the floor for business. That's what he's getting at. He was parading you around that stadium, trying to impress you. Yeah, Micca, come on.
Bingo.
Come on down to the floor. Let's take a picture. Let me show you something. Let me show you what I can do. Watch this. Let's go ahead down on that floor.
Bingo.
Get you a nice little picture where you seated on, on the floor seats, courtside, because this is going to be a good look for you and me. You weren't there for the reasons you're trying to explain right now, girl.
Ever known who sits down on the floor because I don't care and I don't sit there, right? But by being there, I found out who was actually down there, family members, business partners, all of that. That's what I met.
Listen,
hold on.
Yes.
So again, I'm not disputing your perspective as far as people that don't know.
Yeah.
Right? That's fair. But
this is the thing. This is the problem with lying. You gotta do too much thinking when you're trying to answer regular questions. You're doing all this mental gymnastics to try to answer a very simple question because you can't be authentic in your response. So now you're just saying words that don't matter. Y'all, let's keep it pushing. I'm over this shit. You've seen it already. You can go and check out the Talk Perspective if you want to see the whole thing full out, but it was a mess. This first press tour that she went on, this first press junket right here, bad. You said you had a manager, baby. Where's your PR? Where's your PR team? Because they should have prepped your answers. Okay? You went in there very green. So let's see.
Actually, that he was going to go to different locations. Cool. I am the only person on Anton's program that is an actual content creator, not a panelist, not a guest. I'm an actual content creator. So,
why are you the only one?
Because I'm the only one that wants to do content outside of Anton.
Are you the only beautiful one on his team?
Shit.
That's subjective. But there's other pretty women there. But whatever you think, that's what you think. But there's other women.
Do you think you look better than his wife?
No, I'm not going to answer that question because that's just ridiculous.
I mean, again, these are things that were sent to me. People have said, "Can you please ask her how she feels?"
Why would I answer that? Why would I subject another woman to answering something that is absolutely insane?
But fair enough. Go ahead.
And it's disrespectful.
And that picture was disrespectful.
But she was there.
She was there at the second one?
Yes.
That second picture?
Yes.
Did she take the picture of you leaning on her husband?
I sent you the video. Why play that?
I'll show that video when she was sitting on his lap.
And what were we doing in the video?
I think I saw you in the back, and maybe y'all were doing a show or something.
Yeah, we were doing it after our show.
And he told his wife to come on over and sit down. But I think you're using that isolated.
No, that's not isolated. That was the entire day. So
no, I mean isolated your history with him.
No.
Okay.
That the only one that she has that she wasn't at was the first one at the game. Outside of that, Rita is there. Now, I'm not in charge of her schedule.
And that's even scarier.
She's there most of the time, which is
I just think it's scarier if a wife,
of the
but
time.
I don't know her. I haven't spoken with her.
She does a lot of the business dealing. She does the emails. She does the scheduling because she actually scheduled my flight.
Sure.
She does those. So Anton is not the person that actually does it. He has an assistant, but a lot of the times his wife does it.
Yeah. And you do have husband-wife business partners. Yeah.
Tons of them.
Yeah. And sometimes those individuals, wife or husband, can be accepting of different arrangements.
I think I found a video.
Okay, but what does that have to do with me?
I think I found a video. We're going to get to the next video because they ain't talking about shit else. Let's go ahead and get into Lakeisha's video. Now, y'all know Miss Lakeisha has been on Anton's ass. Okay? Been on his tail. Now, we just heard her perspective on Talk Perspective on what's going on. All lies, clearly. All lies. Then she went and got on with hold on one second, y'all. Okay, sorry, I was reading something. But anyway, what do you mean, do you got a man? Just answer the question, why? I'm not available for you niggas. Love you though. But yes, I do have a man. Cause I ain't afraid to hide my nigga. Like some people on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't put my man and my relationship information out there like that. Cause I just don't like doing that. But it's always known if I'm in a relationship. I don't need to look single for any reason. So let me I be smooth. I be cool. I'm just auntie. All right. That's right. We saw you kiss him. That's right. That's right. Because that's my baby. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. But give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'm gonna pull up this video. I just want to make sure it's the right one because it's behind a paywall. I am a membership, or I'm sorry, I bought a membership to Tasha K's live. But I don't know how to just play the audio for y'all. How do I do that? How do I just play the audio? And will I get like copyrighted for that? I don't know. I'm still learning the game, y'all. I know if I show it, I could get copyright strike, right? But if I just play the audio, I should be able to just do it. You said play the video without sharing the video. Would you be able to hear it though if I do that? Let's try it. Let's try it, y'all. Thank you for helping me. What'd you say? I took some time off dating sisters. Now I'm back. No. Stay where you at. If you walked away from the sisters, they don't want you no more. I'm telling you right now. They don't want you no more. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. So let me see. Lakeisha. Okay, right. Lakeisha did the same thing. So I'm just trying to get it. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Oh, hold on. Yo. Yeah.
So play the video and then click on their face so you click full screen.
Okay. So, but I still have to, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to even put it. I had it up. Oh, do I? Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm on the phone with someone trying to help me right now. Oh shit. How do I get it off? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Shit, my bad. All right, hold on. Let me see. What the fudge? But how do I play it? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I'm getting in here. Shoot. This is so irritating. Hold on. Y'all, I'm trying to figure this out real quick. Give me a second. So this is how I need to play it with it in the background. Okay, let me see. Okay, bye. Thank you. All right, so I'm getting, you know, we're learning. learning. We're learning, right? We're learning together. Are you guys enjoying the video? I hope you're enjoying the video. All right, here we go. Okay. Now, let me see. Y'all said I doxed my email. Fuck. What's going to happen to me? What they going to do? They going to go get me. I'm scared now, y'all. Y'all be scaring me on this internet. Hold on. How do I don't want to share. Okay, stop. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Just had it pulled up. Where'd it go? Okay, this is that. Y'all, I'm looking crazy right now. I don't even care. Oh. Because where is it? I'm trying to find the tab that is on. Maybe I got to do it like this. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting there. Let's see. Okay, I'm playing a video right now. Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear the video playing in the background? Put yes or no in the chat. Okay, y'all saying no? Okay. All right. Okay. 1 second. Just don't understand. Why I cannot pull this tab over here. Shit is irritating me. Okay, so I'm not sharing a screen right now. Share. Okay, I'm on Chrome. Let me try this, y'all. Oh my God. This didn't go as planned. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know why it's not working for me the way I want. Keep asking me to do this. And then I gotta go and do this. Ugh, so irritating. Look, okay, y'all tap playing Geek Squad up in here. Listen, help Auntie out. Because I have the tab up, but it won't let me share the tab. I don't know why I'm not being able to find the same tab to share it with. It's so weird. It's so weird right now, y'all. Because it won't let me. Hold on. Hey, y'all, what's up in the building? Give me a second. It's a little intermission until I get this damn video up. What the fig Newton, man? Stuff is mad annoying. And I thought I had it queued up already. I don't want to go to a different. No. No, don't want to do that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. I think I might be getting it, y'all. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Now, how do I just, okay, because if I hit share the tab, it's going to share the whole screen, right? Right. We don't want that. Don't want that. Oh, get it off. Okay. Now, how do I just share the audio of that tab without showing the screen? Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, the genius. Okay. I got you. Okay. Now go back over here and do this, and then go back over here.
Did you go to Detroit to see him for business?
Can y'all hear it now?
I went to Detroit. Correct.
Okay, so that is, and then you guys went to a Detroit basketball game and sat courtside.
Correct.
Okay, and you did other things out together on a business trip, correct?
No.
Y'all can hear it?
So from there, went right back to the studio.
Yeah.
And his wife didn't mind you going along to the game.
No, I told you, his wife understands his business.
Tasha K don't play about
Okay,
it. I really wish I could play it because the facial expressions Tasha K was making on this girl, I felt so bad. Like, damn, Tasha.
And then your Social Security never knew you. Next thing you know, you got a house and they're taking your tax return. Well, listen, welcome. I know unconventional interview. You are the mistress, aka side piece, side chick.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what we're here for. Now I'm due to talk to Anton, I believe Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm talking to Anton Wednesday, Jason? Yes. So me and Anton are going to be doing a full sit down. We will be discussing you, but I think it's only right that we, hear from your mouth. And so real quick, I just want to, if you don't mind, just giving some short background on who you are and what it is that you do.
I'm listening.
Cool. Well, my name is Micca. I go by Pop Culture Micca, and I am a commentator. I am a conservative commentator as well. I have been featured on Fox. I've been featured on BBC. And I am also in the YouTube content creation space as well.
Okay, cool. Are you a journalist? I think I saw somewhere that you were a journalist.
Yes.
So you actually went to journalism school and...
No, I did not, but I have been doing this for a very long time. So I've been in the entertainment industry pretty much my entire...
Again, lies. You're a journalist now, Micca? No, you do commentary. A journalist is a stretch to call yourself, babe.
Entire life. And I kind of got into journalism by way of doing politics. So I do commentating with BBC News and, like I said, with Fox 5.
Okay, cool. All right, no problem. So real quick, let's start from the beginning. How did you and Anton meet?
So me and Anton met online. Anton reached out to me, sent me an email, told me that he would like to interview me. So that's how we met. We talked about what we will interview about, and that was that.
Okay. What made him reach out to do an interview?
I just caught another lie, y'all. She said, in the first interview, Anton didn't give her a subject of what they was going to be interviewing about. Now she's saying that he called her and said, this is what we're going to be interviewing about. See? Like Keisha said, when you lie, you got to keep up with the lie. You got to keep up with the lie. And when you can't keep up with the lie, it all falls down. Don't hate on Micca because she's a beautiful woman. It's not a good look for you. No one's hating on her. She even said she didn't go to school for journalism. She's just calling herself a journalist. Who's hating? I'm just telling the truth. Goddamn. Ain't no hate. It's all love for Micca. But it's just the way she moved, this is where we are.
You though, were you trending at the time or something?
So from what Anton told me, a lot of his, I guess supporters or a lot of the people that watch him like my content. and they kept, emailing him, because from what I know of Anton, they will email him if they see somebody online that they think is, interesting, or they want, Anton to talk to.
Okay, so he basically said the viewers had reached out to you. How many?
We can't play the video. We can only play the audio. Okay, you guys gonna have to just sit here and look at my beautiful face and listen. Okay, you're just gonna have to sit here and look at my beautiful face and listen along with me right now until I find a way to trick the screen or whatever. But this video is behind a paywall, so we can't pay it.
Go ahead, baby. You know it, baby.
The video itself, we can only play the audio because we could get copyright. Okay, so if you don't like the mode, then sorry for you, but this is how we got to do it. Wait. Technically, the Constitution, that's true. I agree with that. But to say I'm a journalist, you got to go through, you gotta take some formal education to actually be an actual journalist. But I hear what you're saying. You have a nice smile, but I'd rather stare at Micca's body. Hey, go on over there. Go on to the Red Cup podcast. All you got, go over to her Instagram page. More power to you, babe. She does have a nice body.
How many followers did you guys have at the time?
So at the time that Anton reached out, I probably had about maybe 20K on Instagram. And I had just, I've only been doing YouTube a year, a little over a year, maybe 15, 18 months. And at the time I had just started YouTube. So his followers probably know me from just, doing different commentatings and being on different people's podcasts at the time.
Okay. And how many years ago was this?
I've known Anton almost 2 years now.
Okay. And so, all right. So what would lead them to believe, because I know he had that big blowout with Corey Holcomb. I don't know if Corey mentioned your name or anything like that, but when it comes up, you are coming up as Anton side chick. Now, I do want to put this out here. You are very attractive. You're very articulate. And I wouldn't want you around my husband. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna keep it above.
No, Tasha. That's some insecure ass shit. That's some insecure ass shit to say, and kind of reaffirming that she is a side chick. But to say, I wouldn't want you around my husband. Why? Your husband going that easy?
It's just the principle of the point. The thing is that women know other women are hoes. They just don't want their men to be even enticed in a situation. There's women who got best friends, they won't even leave around their damn husband. That's their homegirl, but she ain't gonna leave her husband around. If he was in a room with her friend, my buddy, he would get up and walk out if his wife ain't there. He would never be in a room around that woman by himself. Yeah, that's real talk. Guys, they be trying to get away from situations like that. Especially girl from work, everything. Women know when there's a woman that they don't want around their husband. Period. No, you can do business with people, but trust me, this is how women operate. Women know certain women, if the wife got a bad vibe around them, you ain't gonna be around them. That's not going down. Makes perfect sense. I don't know why you say it makes zero sense. It makes perfect sense. That's exactly how women operate. That's their scale. Certain women, they don't care if you're around them 24/7. If a woman feels the girl is prettier than them, or pretty enough, or whatever the reason, You ain't gonna be around them. You ain't gonna be around their husband. That is not going down. He said that's called relationship boundaries. No, that's called a woman ain't gonna let certain women around her man. And just like that, like she doing that interview with Micca, she ain't gonna let Micca be around her damn husband. She's like, oh hell no. I already know. I would not let you around my husband. for no minute. Because she already won seeing how she's operating now as a married woman. She don't give a damn about Micca's situation. Micca be married with like 45 kids. She can care less. Your ass ain't going nowhere near my husband. Dude said my wife don't play that game. Exactly. They don't play that game at all. I told you, you'll be amazed. Most of your wife's friends, most of them are hoes. You'll be like, how you even know them, baby? She's a hoe. They got the one friend that's just a straight out hoe. They be like, baby, how you even friends with her? She's a hoe. And the wife even talk about it, be like, girl, yeah, she sleep with everybody. She slept with everybody at our job last year. She somehow submit was just a fling. Yep. Shoot. Yeah, exactly. The woman be like, oh, I gotta go to the store. I forgot something. Next thing you know, she was like, oh, you coming with me. He's like, I'm gonna just stay here. Not with her friend. No, you not. You riding with her. She ain't letting that ride at all.
Like, I agree that Micca is beautiful, but I ain't worried about my nigga around Micca.
Okay.
I can't agree with you on that one, Tasha. Like, what you mean? You can't be around my husband? Why? You think that highly of her that she is able to take your man?
Okay. Next thing you know, your man gonna be gone somewhere with Micca. And you gonna be up there like, I can't believe you would do me like this. Baby, it just happened. Baby, I don't even understand what just happened, okay? But I'm moving on.
Okay.
Well, no, please don't be disrespectful. I'm just saying.
I understand.
However, you heard Cam Newton. Cam Newton say he can't be around no beautiful women and it just be strictly friends.
That's because Cam Newton and like a lot of men don't look at women as human beings. They look at them as objects to be used. So if you are around them and you can't use them sexually, they can't fathom the idea of just being around you and being friends with you. If they can't sexually pursue you in any way, flirting or whatever, because they only see you as an object to use and not just a basic human being that you could just be cool with, that's why Cam Newton says shit like that. But that is not true. Men and women are very capable of being friends. Okay? Kids do it all the time. Do they not? Little girls and little boys. The little kids are able to do it all the time. And you're telling me as adults, all of a sudden we're just incapable? No, that's bullshit. But let's keep going.
Okay. And a lot of men do think like that. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of want to understand like the nature of the relationship. Did you guys just start working together all the time and doing content together?
So once Anton reached out to me and I did the interview, he, found that, I was interested in different things as far as pop culture and politics, and that I knew a lot when it came to those two areas. So we decided to go ahead and work together. Anton had something that he was revamping at the time, which was his old channel that he had called Fight Club. and he wanted to turn it into something called After Hours. So that's where I started, which is called After Hours.
Okay, guys. Did you guys meet up to do any of these shows, or you just kind of worked virtually?
Most of it is virtual. I've probably been to Detroit about maybe 3 times, but most of it is virtual.
Okay.
If not all of it, probably about 98% of it.
Okay. Now, did you meet the wife?
Yes, I met her the first day I came out.
Okay. And she didn't mind y'all working together?
No, and to contrary of belief or popular belief, she's there 99.99% of the time. She's not a content creator, so she stays off camera.
Okay. Okay, so at the time on YouTube, you said you had about 20,000 followers.
Well, on Instagram, on YouTube, I had just started when I met Anton, so I probably had a little over 1,200 subs at the time. I was building my platform, but I was already, doing YouTube. And when Anton reached out to me, I already had motion on Instagram because of the entertainment that I was doing already and the news commentary that I was doing already.
Okay. Hold on for a second. Now, Anton's wife is really gorgeous. She's very gorgeous. She's nice. I've spoken to her. However, when I look at you, you get a lot of DMs on Instagram.
I get quite a
See, Tasha. Do you get a lot of DMs on Instagram? Tasha thinks Micca is like really, really, really pretty, and that she's basically reducing Micca to just her looks.
few, but I don't pay attention to them because at the end of the day, that's not why I'm on Instagram. So I see them, but
you see them. What do they say when they're DMing you? What kind of things do they?
Honestly, I don't really get into it because I can, you can see what they start off with, and anytime I've ever seen something, it's not nothing that's ever business, and that's really what my Instagram is for. I get people see me, but at the end of the day, it's for business. So they get left on red.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And so you really didn't have a following on YouTube. So basically, he leveraged his platform and gave you a following.
He definitely leveraged his platform. And he also was able to teach me how to use YouTube effectively because, I tell a lot of people, Anton has pretty much mastered YouTube. So when I did go out there, I pretty much studied Anton. I watched what he did. I watched how he talked to people on YouTube, how he talked to his following, his subs. And, I learned a lot.
Let me ask you a question. If you were ugly, have you ever thought about being ugly? Because you're not ugly. If you were ugly, do you think Anton would have leveraged this platform with you?
I really can't get into what I think Anton would have done, honestly. But I'm not unaware that I'm attractive or that people find me attractive. But what I know to be true is that I'm a very serious person when it comes to work. And so I'm a very hard worker. I give, a lot of attention to detail. And if I work with somebody, they're going to see my value. And I really do think Anton really saw the value in what I did.
Okay, so were you doing this on Instagram at first before you did on YouTube, or like you were just making
YouTube? And what's so fucked up is that she, I don't know if she really believes what she's saying. I really don't know if she really believes that Anton reached out to her because he really just loved her work. And the messed up thing about it, he's going to prove the real reason why he reached out, which is what we all knew. Because you were attractive and he wanted to get next to you. Had nothing to do with what's coming out of your mouth. Come on now. But y'all, I found Keisha's what you call it? Hold on. And I'm fun in Detroit. I ain't never heard of that. Never heard of that. Well, you'll just have to trust me. What difference does it make, right? He's talking to me. He's not giving me any. Now, if he's DMing me like this, somebody that he has gotten into it multiple times with, right? If he's DMing me with this pimp talk, because that's exactly what it sounded like. You just got to trust me. It'll be fun.
What about being ugly? Because you're not ugly.
For y'all, is that cool? Let me know in the chat. I'm tired of looking at myself. I know I'm fine and all that, but damn, give me something else to look at. Let's get Keisha, my girl, because she ain't fucking around. You know what I'm saying? She ain't fucking around with Anton, okay? That nigga said Anton Daniels. Why you say that man name like that? Yeah, let's do Keisha review, because looking at myself listening is awkward. I don't like that. We got to figure out another way to do that. All right, Keisha, tell us the tea, because the tea don't stop with you. Baby girl, let's go.
We decided to go ahead and work together. Anton had something that he was revamping at the time, which was his old channel that he had called Fight Club. And he wanted to turn it into something called After Hours. So that's where I started, which is called After Hours.
Okay, guys. Did you guys meet up to do any of these shows, or you just kind of work virtually?
Most of it is virtual. I've probably been to Detroit about maybe 3 times, but most of it is virtual.
Okay.
If not all of it, probably about 98% of it.
Okay. Now, did you meet the wife?
Yes, I met her the first day I came out.
Okay. And she didn't mind y'all working together?
No. And, to contrary of, belief or popular belief, she's there 99.99% of the time. She's not a content creator, so she stays off camera.
Okay. Okay, so at the time on YouTube, you said you had about 20,000 followers.
On Instagram. On YouTube, I had just started when I met Anton, so I probably had a little over 1,200 subs at the time. I was building my platform.
Okay, guys, so I just got to say something. She stated that Anton reaches out to her to do an interview and do
Keisha kill me, because homegirl got notes. She got a pen and a pad. All right, she got receipts. She got it all. She's looking down at her notes. Listen, I ain't mad. Let us know, Keisha, what is the tea?
I'm sorry, to do an interview with her. As a content creator, the only people you want to reach out to are people that's trending. Nobody knows who this lady is. She said she had 20,000 or something on Instagram. Instagram and YouTube are not the same. A lot of time your followers don't cross over, which means you can have a whole bunch on Instagram. That don't mean they come into YouTube. So she had 1,200 subs on YouTube, and she wants us to believe Anton reached out to her to do an interview. That is equating to $0. So Anton doing an interview with an unknown person that don't nobody know. I mean, nobody knew her then, really, and they don't know her now. So she wants us to believe that Anton reached out to her to do an interview because she is so articulate and she has all these things going on. But what we think is Anton, maybe he did reach out to her, but it was for something else, because there would be no reason as a content creator for you to be reaching out to people that don't nobody know. We would not be talking about her if it wasn't for Anton.
I was already, doing YouTube. And when Anton reached out to me, I already had motion on Instagram because of the entertainment that I was doing already and the news commentary that I was doing already.
Okay. Hold on for a second. Now, Anton's wife is really gorgeous. She's very gorgeous. She's nice. I've spoken to her. However, when I look at you, you get a lot of DMs on Instagram.
I get quite a few, but I don't pay attention to them because at the end of the day, that's not why I'm on Instagram. So I see them, but
you see them. What do they say when they're DMing you?
What kind of things do they?
Honestly, I don't really get into it because I can, you can see what they start off with, and anytime.
Tasha, but you know what I find interesting about this interview versus the one she did with Anton? Totally different energy. She was talking to Micca like, look, girl, I'm finna tell you about yourself and I'm finna grill you and I'm finna ask you all these questions because what you should know better. I'm thinking she's gonna give Anton the same type of energy. But we'll get to that. We've been going hard, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. For sure. Appreciate you. Please make sure to hit the like button, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, all of the things. Do it for your girl.
I've ever seen something. It's not nothing that's ever business. And that's really what
girl, what they saying to you in your DMs on Instagram, it's giving fun, girl. Nobody has reached out to you other than you're pretty and they want to be nasty. I'm just being real. It is what it is.
Instagram is for. I get people see me, but at the end of the day, it's for business. So they get on red.
Okay, cool. And
what's your name? Go be one task. Sir, I was never that man's nothing. I was somebody on a panel. Okay, let's not tie me to him in that way by any means, shape, or form. Okay, like there's no connection there. All right, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't like that. I was just a guest, and that's it. That's it. Never, ever. Okay. But I'll keep it a buck. You know what? I'll keep it a buck with y'all. Anton definitely asked me to come to Detroit before. He definitely DM'd me on that one day. And mind you, this was several shows after I had been on his panel. Right? And when he asked me, when you come into the D, I said, for what? What's in Detroit? And he said, you'll just have to trust me. It'll be fun. And I'm, fun in Detroit. I ain't never heard of that. Never heard of that. Well, you'll just have to trust me. What difference does it make, right? He's talking to me. He's not giving me any. Now, if he's DMing me like this, somebody that he has gotten into it multiple times with, right? If he's DMing me with this pimp talk, because that's exactly what it sounded like. You just got to trust me. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. And I said, for what? What do you ask me? What do you ask me to come to Detroit to do? Right? Well, what difference does it make? You'll just have to trust me. I said, it makes all the difference. I need details. And you know what he said to me? Just let me know when you're ready. Because you'll just have to trust me. Never spoke to him about it again. And it never played out. Why? Because I'm asking too many questions. I'm not excited because you DMing me asking to bring me to Detroit for what, nigga? And this was like fresh off of the conversation that he had about having women that he worked with or are friends with, how they pussy got to be on the table for him. My pussy ain't never on the table. I got a cool idea. I think we could do something. I know we look like enemies, but maybe we could collab and do something, you know, that'll help you grow in your channel. If he would have came at me like that, I would have been like, can I bring my nigga? Can I bring my man? Because if it's strictly business, it shouldn't be a problem. We could do it. We could do a double date. Me, you, and your book. But see, it never got that far because I didn't have stars in my eyes. Micca said as soon as he DM'd her, she was like, yeah, I'll go do the interview. Yeah. I'm asking like, what we on? What you on? Coming to Detroit for what? I heard it's so cold in the D. Fuck you want me out there for? What difference does it make? He's a pimp. Or at least a wannabe. And unfortunately, he got one with Micca. I'm not being successful in this space is definitely a goal of mine for sure. But I don't need to put myself in nefarious situations or a situation that'll make me look bad just because the person that's asking me to hang out got a bunch of followers and a bunch of subscribers because he like to talk shit. No. So if he's DMing me like this, I know for sure if he's DMing any of these other women, it ain't on no professional nothing. It ain't business. He trying to holler. Okay? Of course, he's going to frame it that way. But the fact that you couldn't even tell me the reason why you wanted me to come to Detroit after we have been going head to head with each other, damn near every show. You want to talk to me? That lets me know I bring value to you. But you're not going to use me to look like one of your little honeydews, your little honey dips. Oh, no. So yeah, y'all, that's why I'm like, you can't fool me because the way he moved, it's not professional. It's not, flat out. But let's keep going. That was my little story I wanted to share. I got asked to get flown out too. And I was like, for why? And he was like, bitch, never mind. He was like, man, fuck it. Damn, Jazz, shit. Yeah. And best believe I was bringing my nigga. What? Yeah, make sure you give me a room. I'm gonna bring my man. Because he helped me with my business. I bet you I wouldn't have been able to come.
So you really didn't have a following on YouTube. So basically he leveraged his platform and gave you a following.
He definitely leveraged his platform. And he,
again, like I just stated, and then I'm gonna let it play. She had no followers on YouTube. 1,200 is damn near no followers. You just get monetized with 1,000. You have 1,200 followers. Why would somebody reach out to you? You have no followers. You're barely monetized to do an interview with you. What would be the reason? Use the brain that God gave you. Even if you don't have no brain, why would she think that Anton reached out to her to do an interview with somebody with no followers that don't nobody know? That makes absolutely no sense. But I want y'all to listen to her try to prove to the interviewer how smart and articulate that she is, and doesn't want to believe that Anton reached out to her for any other reason other than for some reason she's something that somebody, or we never saw before. Okay, we never heard of her. Man, we don't know you. But she deflects and she even lies. So let's just finish listening.
Did you go to Detroit to see him for business? Yes. So me and Anton are going to be doing a full sit down.
British leveraged his platform, and he also was able to teach me how to use YouTube effectively, because I tell a lot of people Anton has pretty much mastered YouTube. So when I did go out there, I pretty much studied. I watched what he did. I watched how he talked to people on YouTube, how he talked to his following, his subs, and I learned a lot.
Let me ask you a question. If you were ugly, have you ever thought about being ugly? Because you're not ugly. If you were ugly, do you think Anton would have leveraged this platform with you?
I really can't get into what I think Anton would have done, honestly, but I'm not unaware that I'm attractive or that people find me attractive, but what I know to be true is that I'm a very serious person when it comes to work. And so I'm a very hard worker.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm sorry, Micca. You're not. This wasn't serious business. This was actually very unserious. Very unserious. Do you know what I'm saying? Serious business, it wouldn't play out like this.
If a lot of attention to detail, and if I work with somebody, they're going to see my value, and I really do think Anton really saw the value in what I did.
Okay, so were you doing this on Instagram at first before you did on YouTube, or like you were just making
YouTube is because YouTube is actually different than what I was doing. So what I was doing was on TV. So here locally, I was on Fox 5. So I did the entertainment segment. I would talk with TMZ, and we would talk about whatever the popular thing was. I also did a podcast out here in DC where we would talk to different celebrities, sports figures. I've had NFL coaches and all types of people, Wall Street people, just everybody that's pretty much trending, we've had on that podcast. So I was already used to doing that.
Lady, nobody knows you. So you see how she keeps trying to tell us who she is? I ain't never heard of this woman until people, start sending me messages about Anton cheating on his wife. She is fighting for her life. She wants to she's interviewing with Tasha K. She wants to force Tasha K to know who the hell she is. You speaking to a woman who got over 1 million followers. She don't know you. Nobody knows you. So she's fighting right now for her life.
Oh my God, Lakeisha, take it easy, Lakeisha. Keisha, please. But she right though. I didn't know who Micca was until I was on Anton's panel. And I thought she was cute. I know she had her conservative views. We got, we got along. I want to make this very clear. I have nothing against Micca. I like Micca as a person. This is not to slander her. I need to make sure I say that. If anything, I'm slandering this nigga Anton because he's out here preying on young ladies and using them and disposing of them for clout, for money, for clickbait. That shit ain't cool. And as women, we have to do better and be more strategic on how we move, especially with men. There should be no reason. If you were a serious, smart businesswoman, the outcome would not be this way. You would not be ending up in that man's hotel room at 3 a.m. or whatever p.m. together. You know what I'm saying? That ain't good business, mama. And he know that too, but he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck.
Now, that's about the realest thing you done heard so far. Said Jazz is protected. He said he's prettier than Micca, both bad though. I'm gonna tell you like this. Hey, I don't know of him like that. Just like this Micca thing, like I just found out about Micca. Like that's all new stuff to me. Like I didn't know about her till after this whole thing with Corey broke out. Never knew of this chick. Like I said, I'm learning all of this on the fly. So when Jazz was speaking, I'm listening because I'm learning all this on the fly. So don't forget to follow Jazz Noel. She's doing her thing out here. She's on the panel. You can watch the rest of that over there with her, but that's where her portion of this is going to end. Now, as we've been doing this for the past 2 hours, we've been sitting here listening, getting educated on this thing here. But yeah, Jersey Ye says it's obvious. And Jersey Ye's a married man. So he's another one that could tell you a woman will not let you be around certain women. They know. Women just know they will not leave you alone with no woman. No matter if she trusts you or not. It ain't no matter if she trusts you. She ain't gonna put you in that situation. A woman will do that, especially a wife. She ain't gonna put you in that situation. Especially if she know her friend a hoe. She definitely ain't gonna leave you in the room with her. The other guy who was in here earlier saying that's not true. That dude, he obviously ain't been around no married people. Definitely ain't. No, man. What's wrong with that? She being insecure. Oh no. Certain women, wife be like, I don't care. You could be in the room with her. She ain't feeling no threat. But certain women, they know. They just know. Well, everything is she's playing married to a straight sucker. Right. She's embarrassed her husband. She's embarrassed herself. And for what? Clout, props, respect. I mean, what you gonna get? She said, like, I was on Fox. You was on Fox because you were probably saying something derogatory towards blacks. So that's all they really wanted you to do. They wanted to just use your black face. Who put you on Fox? Was it Corey? Hell, you've been around him for 2 years. But if it wasn't for this, I mean, Anton, was it them to really blow you up? Because if it wasn't for Corey Holcomb, and you wasn't even seen on the show. And now you're getting all this publicity because of it. So the person that moved the needle was Corey Holcomb, not Anton. Because you was with him for 2 years and didn't really get any traction. No one knew you really until you was with Corey Holcomb. Now you on the other side, people talking about you. They look at you as pretty much a thought. So you're an afterthought. Anyway, man, I'm gonna get out of here. Don't forget to go to the Patreon. Watch the video Fat Joe knew. And that's gonna blow your mind. I'm out. Thank all y'all for coming in. Hopefully y'all sign up to become members or you join my Patreon, which is Carcino for Life. Any which way it go, my time here is up.